How to make snowflakes Christmas decoration. It's a very easy snowflake. We'll be using only double crochet, slip stitch, slip knot and chains. We will need white yarn, 2.5mm crocheting hook, something to hang our snowflake on, threading needle. We can start with magic circles. How to do magic circle? We wrap our yarn around, cross it over in front, hold it here, insert your hook, bring it over and make a first loop. And this is our magic circle. If you struggle with magic circle, you can make your start with chain. So we will chain 4. That will be my chain. 1, 2, 3, 4. And join your chain by slip stitching it to the first loop. Slip stitch. And then we've got this circle, little circle, and we can, instead of working into the magic circle, we can work in the middle of our chain 4. I do prefer doing it with the magic circle. So again, that's my magic circle. And now to make a flake, we have to chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we have to double crochet into the middle of the magic circle. Double crochet, so yarn over, bring your hook over, bring yarn over and bring yarn this way, leaving 1, 2, 3 on the hook, yarn over, bring it through 2, yarn over, bring it through another 2. We've got our first little gap. Now chain 2, 1, 2, and again double crochet inside to inside of the magic circle. So wrap your yarn around the hook, go through the magic circle, yarn the yarn around the hook, bring it over, 1, 2, 3 on the hook, yarn over, bring it through 2, yarn over, bring it through 2 loops, and again chain 2, 1, 2, and then again double crochet to the inside of the magic circle, yarn over, bring it through the loop, yarn over, bring it back, 3 on the hook, yarn over, bring it through, only 2, 2 on the hook, yarn over, bring it through the hook. Now we've got 1, 2, 3 little gaps, so we chain 2 again. We're making 5 little gaps, so double crochet in the middle, double crochet in the middle of magic circle, 1, chain 2, 1, 2, 3, 4 gaps, so that's our last gap, double crochet in the middle of the magic circle, chain 2, 1, 2. Now if you started doing it with chain of 4, you probably have it now round, but with magic circle I have to just squeeze the circle, and I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 gaps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and now I'll make 6 loops. So I will insert my hook to 1 to 3rd loop of my first chain 3 and slip stitch it. Now we will start to do our second row. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 loops. Now we will do our second row by chaining 3, 1, 2, 3. Now double crochet again inside first gap, double crochet, That's my first double crochet, second double crochet, and third double crochet. We'll have to do 4 double crochet in each loop. However, here I chained 3, so that will be my first double crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4 double crochet. Now chain 2, 1, 2, and work double crochet into the next gap. 4 double crochets into the next gap. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now chain 2, 1, 2, and work it. Work 4 double crochet in the next gap. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and so on, so on. Chain 2, 1, 2, and work 4 double crochet in the next gap. All 6 gaps. So 2, 3, 4. Chain 2, 1, 2. I've got 2 gaps left. 1, 2, 3, 4. Chain 2, 1, 2, and the last gap. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Chain 2, 1, 2. Now we will slip stitch in top of the first chain on the of the previous row. So 1, 2, 3. We insert our hook to the third stitch, slip stitching it together. Up. Now we turn our work around and we'll be working in the first gap here, and we'll be doing those little bits here. So chain 3, 1, 2, 3. Now slip stitch to the gap, slip stitch. Now chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Slip stitch to the gap, to the same gap. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Chain 7, slip stitch in the same gap, slip stitch, then 5, chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and slip stitch in the same gap. And the last one, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and slip stitch in the same gap. Got the first little flake here. Chain 3, slip stitch, chain 5, slip stitch, chain 7, slip stitch, 5, slip stitch, 3, slip stitch. Now we're going to the next loop. To go to the next loop, just chain 1, then find the next loop, slip stitch in the next loop, and then again chain 3, 5, 7, 5, 3. 1, 2, 3. Slip stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Slip stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Slip stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Slip stitch in the same gap. 1, 2, 3. Slip stitch in the same gap. Chain 1, and then slip stitch in the next gap. And again, you'll be working your thing in the next gap and each gap till the end. Now we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 beautiful ends of the snowflakes. Now to finish it, that's my chain 3 on the last gap. So I will slip stitch it like every other, then chain 1, and then just join it with the first gap. So slip stitch with the first gap, and then I will just work my yarn through to end. So right now we've got a beautiful snowflake. We can just make those ends a little bit more flatter. We've got a beautiful snowflake. Now we just need to work those ends in. We'll use threading needle for that. And I will work my first thread through the first rows. Work it in. Work it in. And cut the excess. I will work it through. And then I will go under the row, second row. You have to work your ends in, otherwise the snowflakes will undo itself when handling. And then I will cut it again. Now we've got a beautiful snowflake. We just need to attach it to our Christmas tree. I will just attach it in the top of my snowflakes. Up. And we've got beautiful Christmas decoration.